What is going on, guys? This is the Witness here with Reddit Viper and another 3-star attack. This was actually a really fun war. It was versus a Russian clan. It was pretty good, and they were really good sports about it. Actually send someone after the war to tell us good game or whatever, which we really appreciated. They kind of made a furious comeback at the end. We held a nice lead, which got trimmed to about 2 stars with about 5 attacks each remaining. And Galloran had a really nice 3-star here on a tough base that we had kind of struggled with that just locked up the war for us. So I wanted to highlight it and kind of show what he did. We kind of thought outside the box a little bit. This base, if you can see, has got a really centralized queen, a really centralized clan castle. You know, we're going to have to use a hog to be able to even have a chance of drawing it out. But the main reason we had such trouble with it is because the clan castle, the radius of it did not come outside of these bottom walls. So if you kind of came in with a kill squad from the bottom, which is kind of the best way to really attack this base, the dragon would come out late when your army was a little bit weaker, your kill squad was weaker, and then by the time it was on you, you know, your queen would die, and then your king would be dead, so you'd have a dragon wasting your kill squad uninhibited, and then the queen wouldn't go down. And we all know, you know, as 3-star attacks, if you don't take out that queen, the attack is pretty much DOA, not going to work at all, whether it's hogs, loons, or whatever you're coming at it with. So what Galloran decides to do is to kind of come at it with Vox. I'll kind of show you here. There's a high DPS region that makes this base such a dangerous base. This region right here has got 4 max Teslas and 2 max Expos for Town Hall 9, which is a really, really high DPS area for such a small spot. And then, of course, you got a 17 queen right here who's no slouch herself. And then you got a level 5 dragon. So in such a small area, you got something that takes out golems and heroes really quick. Wizards as well. So what Galloran decides to do is to come in with Vox, because Vox have high health and they take out buildings that are close together with ease. Even heroes as well, which they actually prefer to target. So he comes in, but to get him in there, he's got to create a wide funnel, which was another problem for us. These archer towers right here on the edges kind of eliminate any chance of a natural funnel. If you come in with golems on these 2 archer towers, they're not going to distract these outer archer towers. And then if you try to drop a wizard on them, they just die in seconds. Do not take it out. So this mine here and this mine here ends up pulling units or heroes outside of the core area. So what he does is just really smart here. I'll kind of start the attack to show you. Oh, don't do this to me. I guess it'll start eventually. He drops his golems and kind of gets the first part of his funnel set up, but he brings 2 giants to kind of create the outer part of his funnel. So you can see 1 giant and 1 wizard on each of these is going to take out that archer tower, which is a really nice trade. Even if it wasn't setting up the funnel, 9 troop space to take out an archer tower is not a bad trade at all. So he kind of comes in, gets his wall breakers in, and then you can see he's got the funnel set up nicely. All he needs to do at this point is get his heroes and Vox into the core. But the problem is this old clan castle sitting up there. It hasn't been triggered yet. So if he were to just send in his heroes right now, they would get distracted by the dragon and not take out all the high DPS units in there. If he sent his Vox in, it'd be the same way. They'd get wasted by the dragon. So he waits. He's really patient here. Puts his jump spell to redirect his golem. Both golems get redirected, which was nice golem placement in the beginning, by the way. He was planning for that. And then he sends in his heroes. So those golems, you can see, take the brunt of all that DPS. You can see 4 Teslas. That's just an insane amount of DPS. And then he sends in his Valks by the time the dragon is locked on to the golems there. The golems don't last long, but they did their job. So now he's got a nice high DPS core completely destroyed. Those Valks are still up in the heal. They do just fine. And then he starts the second part of his attack, which is just some surgical hogs. The way he's going to come in is just these 2 buildings, send a few, and then wait on the rest of them. The 2 hogs, the way they'll move, they'll path to here, then they're going to path here, then there, and then he's going to use a heal spell in this area and a few more targeted hogs. So really good patience here. Knows the hogs are not going to be under heavy fire, just 1 or 2 point defenses at a time. And, the splash defenses really aren't any kind of worry for the hogs. So as soon as they move on to those next set of point defenses, that's where he's going to put his heal and bring in his last 5 hogs. So you can see he does that. They hit a few spring traps, which are not intended, but it's not too big of a deal there. And then at this point, after he's taken out those top point defenses, all that he's got left is 1 cannon, 1 wizard tower to take out, what's he got left here? A golem, 2 golemites, several of his Valkyries. His queen still has his ability and his BK still up, not to mention all of these wizards still left. He's even got 7 troops, cleanup troops that he doesn't even need here. I don't even think he ends up deploying them. So a good queen ability here to take out that last cannon, saved it well. And this base is utterly wrecked. It was such a nice attack. Very outside the box, very precision. Very well done, Galloran. And so at that point, it's a quick cleanup. I think he had a little bit of time left there at the end too. So good job. We needed that attack at the end, and we got a really nice one. So good job, Galloran.